Today in Helena, Montana's highest court heard arguments on whether they should uphold a recommended disciplinary action against the state's top elected attorney. Last year, a panel said Attorney General Austin Knudsen violated ethical rules for lawyers in his handling of the dispute between the state legislature and the judicial branch. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian was there as both sides made their case to the Montana Supreme Court.
As the Montana Supreme Court considered the professional conduct complaint against Attorney General Austin Knudsen on Friday, justices had some sharp questions about how the case got to this point and about where to go from here.
This is the time for oral argument in the matter of Austin Miles Knudsen.
Last October, a state panel recommended that Knudsen be suspended from practicing law for 90 days, saying he had violated the ethical code attorneys must follow. But the Supreme Court has the final say on whether any discipline is warranted. The case dates from 2021, when Knudsen represented the legislature as they sought judicial branch emails through a subpoena, attempting to find out if judges had expressed opinions on proposed bills. The Supreme Court eventually quashed the subpoenas. During that case, Knudsen's office made several statements accusing justices of improper conduct. Solicitor General Christian Corrigan, representing Knudsen, argued there had been procedural issues throughout this case, and that the statements at issue were made in good faith.
Regardless of whether those statements or legal conclusions about bias and conflict of interest were ultimately true, the point is they were objectively reasonable under the circumstances.
Tim Strauch, a special counsel for the office that investigated Knudsen, argued that wasn't enough to justify his actions.
Where he crossed the line, I believe, and I'm asking this court to draw this line, is attacking the integrity and qualifications of a court. Completely unnecessary.
Chief Justice Corey Swanson and Associate Justice Catherine Bittigary weren't on the court when these issues first came up, and they were the only justices who didn't recuse themselves. 5 district court judges are filling in on this case. During Friday's hearing, Swanson pressed on whether Knudsen had gotten a fair chance to respond throughout the process.
I mean, this thing's a mess from start to finish. I agree with you. A whole bunch of their statements and conduct on the front end look bad. But the proceeding, ruling on things without him having a chance to respond, and issuing this immediately before the election, how is that not? That looks political.
The court, as usual, took no immediate action after Friday's hearing. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.